Welcome to a beautiful dawn in the Kruger National Park here in South Africa.
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing the bell that brings the morning, the welcome of the dawn.
Good morning. Welcome to the road trip from Tamboti rest camp down to Crocodile Bridge rest camp in the south of the Kruger National Park. Long drive today, long by Kruger Park standards anyway. So we're only going to stop in the event that we see really good sightings, predators, big cats, or some really interesting animal behavior. But other than that, well, I'm afraid we're going to have to keep our foot on the pedal. Foot on the pedal in the Kruger is 30 or 50 kilometers an hour, depending on which road you're on. But that's too fast to spot game, so that's foot on the pedal for these purposes.
The voice of the robin, the call of the dove, the red leaves are falling, the barn owl is calling, the welcome of the dawn. The dogs will be howling in the early morning light. All are happy to be out in. The ending of the night, welcome of the dawn.
Just seen a jackal. He's walking away from me. I wish he'd just stop there for a bit. But he's marching on. Oh, he stopped now. He's a distance away, but let's see what we can get.
In the early morning light, all are happy to be out in. The ending of the night, welcome of the dawn.
The sun rises quickly in Africa. Unfortunately, there were some interesting trees in the bush on the right, so I tried to get a silhouetted view with the sun in the background. We'll see how that comes up. In fact, I'll show it to you now. I can't see what that is running up ahead. In front of that caravan on the left-hand side, there's something running up the road. Oh, it's wild dog. There's another one on the left. Oh, how cool is that? There's no way to take a picture, obviously. I can't even see it anymore. There he is. So muscular. And those guys will hunt their prey for hours and hours and hours, just run them down until their prey collapses from exhaustion. Now this one's gone into the left. Let's see if there's any way. No, he's coming back out to the road now. After following this pair slowly for some time, it started to feel like we were pursuing them, and it didn't feel right somehow. So, in the hope that this was two of a larger pack, I decided to pull over and wait, and eventually got my reward. There's a big line of traffic behind me, caravan in front of me. So I've just pulled off. There's a sign saying viewpoint. What the view is, I don't know, but we'll have a look. Let's hopefully give us a bit of space from the traffic. I'm on a tight schedule today, but I can make up time if I need to. Okay, well, let's go on another half a kilometre, and then we'll turn back if there's nothing. It's often these little detours that give you the sighting that you weren't expecting. But what I don't want to see when I go around this corner is elephant. No, no elephant, and I'm not sure what the view is. Perhaps the foliage has grown a little, but there's nothing to see here. Okay, I should give us a gap to the vehicles in front. After that short detour, I got back on the tar road to try and make up some time. Shortly after, I did see spotted hyena, but did not manage to capture any footage. I'll put the images up at the end of this video. A few kilometers later, I came across a long line of traffic, and there was clearly something in the bush on the side of the road. After a bit of a wait, eventually on the right-hand side of the road, there was my first sighting of a Kruger lion. So it is lion. In fact, there's two. There's a male and a female. The female looks pretty seriously injured. In fact, there's three. There's another female, but they're barely moving and they're in very long grass. So trying to get a shot is a bit of a challenge. Oh, the male's up. one of the unavoidable frustrations of the Kruger National Park is that it does get busy. And of course, everybody wants the same sightings. Now, some people want them more than others, and some people are prepared to put their desires above everybody else's. And I confess, at times, I get frustrated. Yeah. The only chance of a half decent photo is if it decides for some reason to walk towards all of these cars, which I don't think is going to happen. On a positive note, we at least saw lion. On a not so positive note, there was no photo opportunity. I'll show you what I got now, but it's deep in the grass and not the cleanest shot by any means. Back onto the S roads. Really don't like the traffic on those main tarmac roads. We're into the heading south now from what would be central Kruger into the southern part of Kruger, and the southern part of Kruger is generally busier, mainly because it's closer to the main cities, Johannesburg and Pretoria. It's still a good few hours away, but if you're coming up for a weekend or for a couple of days, then you would probably head towards the southern part of the park, so that's where a lot of the visitors will go, so it tends to get a lot busier. But I'm hoping that I can maintain some kind of reasonable speed on these side roads, but not have constant cars behind you, cars in front of you. That lion's a really good example of the pros and the cons of it being busy. Number one, the pro, I guess, is there's a really good chance I'd have driven straight past it and wouldn't have seen it at all, because there were 10 vehicles in that 10 minutes. One of them spotted it, and that meant that we all got to at least see the lion. No photo though. Over the next 2 or 3 hours, as I meandered my way southwards through the park, I had a number of fantastic sightings. None of the marquee sightings, but beautiful nonetheless. vulture in that tree there. We've literally just taken a shot of a vulture, so we'll move on. I definitely prefer the side roads to these main roads, but it is nice to rest the bones from the rattling every now and again. I also need to make up some time. I'm not sure I planned this as well as I could. I think today's leg of the journey, too many kilometers. I had little choice because the way the accommodation worked due to availability, it meant I had this long stretch, which is only 170 kilometers. What's that, 105, 110 miles? But the combination of the speed limits and of course wanting to stop and see what you're seeing. I mean, this is just such an amazing place. As well as take photos. Means that on average I'm covering around 15 kilometers an hour so far. And that's a 12-hour trip at that average, and I don't have 12 hours. So I need to make up some time. Okay, there's definitely something along here, but I have no idea what. Oh, there's a lion over the far side of that water. There's a lion. You're not going to be able to see that from there. Super exciting. They're quite a long way away. I'm not sure what those words were. They're quite a long way away. And it looks like they're all female. There's also some cubs. I don't see any males. Let's try and get some film footage. I inadvertently left the camera rolling in the car, transfixed by these glorious creatures. There were no male, and they were a long way away, but it was an amazing sighting. And I took a lot of pictures. Here's a couple.
I made an old man something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen.
There was one more animal that I was really hoping to find, an endangered species. Not the rhino. No, what I was looking for was the southern ground hornbill. Such an endangered species that outside of the Kruger Park, there are only thought to be 200 family groupings in the entire world. In every rest stop I'd been to across the national park, in every rest camp, in every picnic spot, there was this poster. And I was lucky enough to find one.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Feeling very fortunate, I got back on the road and headed the last leg to the Crocodile Bridge rest camp.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon.
So that's the
Side by side and through.
end of our opportunity today,
No limit to what we can do.
and we'll go and settle down at the rest camp. It's been a good day. We've had some fantastic sightings. Saw some jackal, wild dog, hyena, 2 lion sightings, one much better than the other, and a bunch of other species that you would expect to see in any day in the Kruger. I think I got some reasonable photos. I'd love to hear what you think of the images from this video. I'll leave some more at the end, but please drop me your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I do my best to respond to as many as I possibly can. I hope you've enjoyed the video. There's more to come from this trip. If you have, then please click like, click subscribe, ring the bell, all of those good things. In the meantime, please take care. Bye bye.
You and I can weather any storm.